the gutters is the thing. So the story goes that 20 minutes before stream, I was downstairs just getting ready, getting water and whatnot. And mom from the couch, she's watching TV. She goes, "Hey, can you help me figure out how to use dad's multi ladder?" It's just like a ladder that has like a bunch of settings on it, and she didn't know how to use it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, sure, no problem. That's not really that big of a deal. And it took me like 15 minutes to do it or whatever, like 10, 15 minutes. And then she's like, "Okay, well, I'm going to be doing the gutters, so you just have fun on stream." And I stopped for a second. I was just about to start walking up the stairs, and I was like, "You're going to do the gutters with an 11-foot tall ladder alone?"
Yeah, normally you need someone there to kind of
You need a spotter.
stabilize it
You
too.
definitely need a spotter, especially since one side of the house has a really steep incline. So like,
Oh, yeah,
so no
it's a bit
matter what, the
scary.
footing wouldn't be secure. And I'm like, all right, let me send a message to Saba real quick, and let's go do the gutters. Now the thing was that I said the gutters because what mom described was that all she wanted to do was the back like porch fire pit area, because apparently yesterday when they were doing the fire pit, like a bunch of leaves, like people noticed that the leaves were in the gutters, and they were like, "Oh, you should probably take care of that soon before you get
Yeah.
water damage." So it was like, okay, but then we did it so quickly that mom was like, "Let's do the rest of the back of the house, and then tomorrow we'll do the front." I'm like, okay. That took an extra like so just doing the back porch took like 10 minutes. Then doing the left and right of the back side of the house took another like 10, 15 minutes. And then mom was like, "The front shouldn't be that bad. There's no trees. So let's just do the front real quick too."
Oh man, I mean, on one hand, right, it's like a good thing that she's like, well, let's just get all of it done right now. Let's not procrastinate with this. But then on the other hand, I'm sitting and streaming for like...
I know, that's what I'm saying. And so mom did she did tell me to tell you that she was sorry. And I was like, "Listen, all I really cared about was my mom staying safe and not snapping her neck for Christmas." So
Yeah, that's understandable.
so yes. So I'm sorry that it was a little misleading, but that's because I was a little misled.
Yeah, it's okay. I find it highly amusing.
All right. Well, we're back with Sunless, guys. It's been a hot minute since we've touched this. We've never touched this on stream. I think we did Sunless Seas before. But I don't have even the foggiest idea what the hell we were doing last time we were
What
here.
is our character? Tell me what our character is, and I should be able to...
So we're in okay, real quick. So we're in London. We have very low fuel and supplies, so that leads me to believe that the last thing we did was probably bad. We have 10 out of 10. We have very low stock.
Are we still the soldier?
We might be. No,
Because
we are
in that
not.
case-
We are.
Who are we? Then we're the...
We are a
priest.
So we're a priest.
So I think we survived quite a bit from what I remember.
Let's look at the
being a
map.
priest, or we went out once, I think.
Oh, we got the Clockwork Sun.
Ah, okay.
I think that was the last thing we did, because I'm looking at this and we came back from the Clockwork Sun. Because all of these extra paths would be gone if we had done this in a different life. So I think we had just barely survived this.
Yeah.
Okay.
All I remember are close survivals of like...
I vaguely
you're gonna
remember
die
something
now?
along... I about to say, I vaguely remember something along the lines of crew eating each other and me being like, "Come on! Come on! Just make it!" All right, that being said, we have no officers. How much money do we have? We have $8 to our name. All right, well, this character is probably going to be fucked right off the bat, but who knows? All right.
We've made it this far in this unforgettable journey.
Let's do this. Okay, so we don't want to wander the streets. Where is...
Did we visit the... No, I think we were a soldier when we visited that like pier beach area.
Pier
Stuff
Beach?
like that.
Oh, you mean
Yeah,
the place
with the
where
threads.
you have to pay to get in, and it's like an amusement park, but you're only allowed to stay as long as your clothes are nice?
Yeah, that.
Oh, this is the last thing we did. Pipe skipping around the Empire. Your current assignment is the Eagle's Empyrean. That was the last thing that we did, because I remember we went to this guy and he gave us a little bit of fuel and a little bit of supplies, which ends up not being super useful. All right, well, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of what we can do for supplies. We need to figure that out before we can do anything else. I don't think so. This is the amusement park place. Is this?
Yeah.
Home Bureau was the one that was above the ocean with a bunch of ships in it, and it had like a bunch of horrible fucking monsters.
I remember that.
Yeah, so that one's bad. I don't know. Because we don't have it. We don't have enough. We don't have enough money to use the transit relay. Sorry, what'd you say?
We could try to go for those eggs. You remember?
I don't know if they respawn, but we could try that. I mean, push comes to shove, we'll just die.
Money. Yeah.
That's easy money. It could also be crew if we decide to keep one of them, but I think he eats a bunch of crew.
We could also try to go for. Well, that's only if you don't like sell it in enough time, and you can I think kill the thing. I mean, we didn't ever.
You can kill it for supplies, yeah.
But we also didn't hold on to it long enough to even like get the option for it to like eat people.
We don't have anything at the Royal Society that would help. Because what I'm thinking is we can turn in port reports in London.
Where are we at? I thought we were in London.
Right, but we don't have any port reports is the thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because let me double check because their events, my soul, peculiarities. That it should be here somewhere. Possessions, villainy, Bohemia, favor.
Oh, I do remember that the next person that I wanted to do was like a apathetic scholar.
Right. Okay, so we don't. So unfortunately, we don't have any port reports on us right now. Well, shoot. Oh, we just got a follow.
Just to reconfirm my knowledge about this, we do this map isn't necessarily, it doesn't necessarily change that much.
Real quick, I just looked. I think the person who just followed us is Papega the Unleashed.
Oh man,
that's a really funny name. All right, anyway, so what's your plan? What do you think?
So I just needed you to confirm for me one more time. The places don't necessarily move around, do they?
It depends on how many times you die in a row without discovering anything.
Okay.
So I think we have like 3 cycles of lives before things start disappearing from our map. But for right now, if we go, oh, hello, Papega. For right now, I believe that as long as we don't die 3 times in a row, all of this in the London area will stay the same. Sorry, the Albion area.
Do you think we've found everything then, relatively?
There's achievements on Steam. Let me double check, because there's achievements on Steam which tell you how many places per location there are. Like, I know we didn't find any everything in what you calls it before leaving.
Because we're obviously stuck here, you know. So it's like, well, yeah. One, we obviously have our mission of exploration, which is one thing, but then we also have like just surviving. Okay,
so Garden of Heaven, discover all stations in the Reach, which was the first area of the game. We found 10 out of 11. Discover all stations in Albion, which is the London region that we're in right now. We found 7 out of 9, so there's 2 left to discover.
Okay, I wonder, do you think top left or like a little bit bottom left?
Top left or bottom left? Yeah, so I agree, because I'm looking directly below us, right? I don't know if you could see my mouse. Actually, can Steam? Oh, the stream can't even see my mouse. Let me change that real quick. Properties. Here's my cursor. There you go. Now you should be able to see my mouse. There you go. Stream can see at least. So the area that is counterclockwise of the Clockwork Sun, but clockwise of the Whirlbury Mare or whatever, this little zone, I think there'd be something in there.
I think I can agree with that.
Right? And then you said top left. I also agree there.
Because we went right, you know, and right was
Right is
just
a
bunch of
fucking
monsters.
nightmare. Everything to the right of us is a fucking horrible shit. So I don't want to go there anymore.
Yeah, and based off of our previous experience, as you just said, I think it's just more monster based. So those are the only other 2 locations that we haven't really searched, I think, here.
All right. So what I want to try to do, because we don't have a lot of supplies, and I prefer to not start off the stream with just an immediate explosion. I prefer to not. So
We pray that does not happen.
so I'm just trying to think of where we can go for free supplies and stuff. And straight up, the only thing I can think of is we need to get some port reports, and I don't know where to get them. I don't even know where to turn them in.
We're
actually,
stuck.
Yeah, the apathetic priest might be dead, and I don't think we can really do much about that.
No, he's not an apathetic priest. He's a I'm ready to die priest.
Oh, my bad.
You gotta get these things right, Zach.
Not this guy. Was it the Office of Homeworks? Ask if they are offering opportunities. No.
Did we go talk to whatchamacallit, who was it?
Ask about the nature of hours. Bruh, I don't know. Tab.
Did anyone give us like a task to do? I thought we met some people.
We need money. We have tons of tasks, because tasks maintain over lives. So like we got tons of stuff that we could do, but most of it's so fucking esoterically worded that I'm like, I don't know where we are. Like, we got this. The Office of Works, that's where we just were. The Office of Works needs 2 carefully packed crates of musicians and a condemned experiment. Technically, we could get all of that from the Royal Society, but we can only trade because they don't take money. See what I mean? I don't know, man. Let's just go wild.
Should we just try to go for the eggs?
Do you want to go for the eggs?
Well, I mean, because there wasn't really anything too much around there based off of what I had seen.
We have to go through the giant vortex again. You okay with that? That's what this hand is the giant fuck you vortex.
Do you see that like spot like in between where it looks like we could potentially go up?
Up here?
Yeah.
Well, that's the Well of the Wolf. Oh, no, this is the dead sun. You remember the giant sun that was burnt out?
Yeah.
So you're thinking like right here in the middle of the screen, you're thinking that maybe there's a space that we can squeeze through to the Well of the Wolf?
Yeah, so maybe there's something in between there that may be able to pick something
I'm
up.
super down for that. Even if it doesn't work, we'll just get another character.
Even if it does not work. Death is nothing to us.
there's no officers to lose. We didn't really, I don't remember gaining anything on this particular run. I immediately have like a headache because I'm desperately trying to remember all of the details from the last time we played this.
All I remember is we got angry. We became a angry soldier man because we got attacked by some people.
That was a different run. I can promise you that.
No, yeah, that was a different run. What was it? We were a lot of poets. We were
a couple poets in a row. I do recall that. I wanted to make money, but then the game was like, nah, we're just not gonna give you the chance to make money, and I was like, okay, I'll just die.
I just will not be here anymore.
Do I have Oh, right. I remember the last time we played, I was so upset because we lost my drill.
Yes, and I said we needed to get that library. Do you remember?
Oh, yes. The absolutely useless library.
Because I'm a book nerd, and that's what I do.
It doesn't help us live! Saba!
But books.
I'm like the captain at the helm, and you're my first mate who's just like, I think we should get some nice history books. That way the crew can be more educated as we're being shot down by pirates and giant tentacle monsters are coming out of the smoke to kill us. And I'm like, come on! Please! Just let me go.
Literature for the win.
Oh, I don't like that. Did you see that? Oh, oh my god. He's
they're fighting each other.
blowing up the Marauder. He's like annihilating the Marauder. Sure, dude. I don't.
Let's just get out of there.
And by the way, you were right.
I was right.
Yeah, so I'm out of here. Hey, dude, would you mind helping me with this Well of the Wolf? I'm pretty sure you'd be able to handle it. No? Okay. I know you're busy defending London. Oh, man. So the eggs were, like, right here, right?
I think so.
Do you think that if I go to this
top?
area... Do you think if I go to this area, there might be more?
Maybe, and I mean, that also lets us explore more, which is nice.
Push comes to shove, we'll just eat some of the crew.
Yikes.
What are they gonna do? Say no? I sealed up their mouths.
That hurts.
That would be really fucked if you're on a ship and like 4 weeks into a voyage, your captain was like, all right, everybody needs to put this duct tape over their mouths forever. It's like, I'm concerned.
We will all be fine.
This is a lot of smoke, isn't it? Is this bad?
Yeah.
This seems bad. Last time we went to smoke like this, wasn't there a giant alien space urchin that like tried to spear our ship?
I don't know if I recall which.
Yeah, I remember
sure.
I screamed on the top of my lungs because it came up from below us.
That does sound like something that would happen to us.
Please leave me alone. Please don't look at me. It's fine. Everything's okay. I think we might have done the eggs on this run, because I'm not seeing much evidence of eggs appearing again.
Okay, the only thing that I was a bit afraid is that I may have remembered that the eggs that I remember finding were at like the top.
Way up here?
Yeah.
You might be right.
That's the only thing that I was slightly concerned about, that I was like,
I mean, do you want to do
no.
something cool? We can just go to the Well of the Wolf and die. Die like heroes.
No, we still
We're gonna die anyway! We have 0 supplies! Alright, we'll die like cowards then.
Well, you still have to, if we gotta go back up to get, like, for, I think, where the eggs were, so we're gonna go in that direction anyway.
Okay, so now you say yes?
Yeah, but I did. Okay, I said yes to
Oh
going
my
up,
god.
not dying.
What are you? Okay, fine. Dude, did that rock just snap into place? Did you see that?
Man, I didn't realize they were moving.
Oh, I'm so thirsty. Still very dry from having handfuls of leaves thrown at me for about 40 minutes.
Because yes, that allows.
It dehydrates you, man.
It dehydrates you.
I like the phrase, the sky is deep.
Feels a bit, what is it? Oxymoronic,
hey,
but you know.
we got a little bit of Oh wait, you said not to die to that. Are we gaining? Oh, dude, we're gaining terror really fast. All right. Oh. He didn't see us. Nope, he saw us. That's how we're gonna die. That's how we're gonna die.
Run!
Wait, how? I can't go any faster.
Choo-choo! choo!
Oh,
Choo-choo out of
wait,
there!
is that an egg?
That is an egg.
But did we already take this? Yes, no?
We can take this.
Oh my god. There was an egg. But they only buy those in London.
Well, I guess at least this confirmed for us that it is indeed the top right.
It is above the, well, this might shift. but I don't know. Maybe it's always near the Well of the Wolf. The vortex of doom. Oh, but where are you?
Where am I? Sorry, I'm in like a place that has a lot of people talking. I'm looking straight at them, glaring.
Are they just in your room? Just hanging out?
No, I'm like finishing something up, so I'm forced to be around them right now. But I turned on noise suppression, so it shouldn't be too bad.
It's not how noise suppression works, but I appreciate the effort. All right. 42% chance. Failure. Shit. What do we get? We gained 5 terror. Alright, well.
How far are we from London?
Very far. Extremely,
Yikes.
extremely far. We have to make it to here on 0 food.
Gonna die and it feels so good.
Alright.
Okay, so I think what we could do next run is that we could kind of quickly go for the eggs in order to make some, money.
Cool.
What do you think about that? Some quick money and then kind of devise a plan based off of that.
It's not the worst idea.
I don't really know where else we could like make money off of. Because when I think, I'm thinking
reports. That's
port
all.
reports.
Port reports and quests, but I don't know how to solve any quests in London.
Well, isn't that like
kill me? No, just kidding. Don't crash. Don't crash like an idiot.
Is that a? What is that small thing? That
It
looks
was
like
a
fish.
creature. You've seen them before.
Huh.
It was a
We're
creature.
making it back.
We
will
might actually
survive.
make it. Funny enough, because we still haven't eaten any crew. And that option. Oh, speak of the devil.
Someone passes. You gotta, it's desperate. And they're already dead. It's not like we killed them, you know?
Right, but cannibalism's bad.
You gotta do it.
We're abandoning God immediately. We gained 15 terror for that.
We're almost
Dude, we're gonna
there.
get a dude. We're gonna get a nightmare. That's really bad. I believe nightmares roll over from captain to captain.
Just tell them wait till our fuel, okay? We'll be there.
That's what we should do. When we're out of fuel, we should definitely start throwing crew into the furnace.
Oh my god, that's not what I was saying at all. I was saying
That's such a good idea, First Mate Sava. We'll make sure to credit you for the whole thing.
No.
It's so good.
Dang, it really is far away. I don't know if we're gonna.
We might even run out of fuel before we get there. For all I can tell. Oh, lose crew. Bye, crew. Now, I think 6 is the minimum that we can have for our engine to work at maximum efficiency. Uh-oh.
Endure this cruel hour. Drink and forget.
Terror has fallen. I gained a vision of heaven, and I have started. I'm becoming an alcoholic.
It's okay.
Dude, we're almost there. Where the desiccated husk of our train is going to pull into London Station. You know what? You know what? You know what would have done it if we hadn't have turned around. Like if we had known to go up instead of down.
Well, yeah. I don't know.
I mean, obviously, if we had known where we were going, period, it would have been fine.
It's
but
okay. We now know.
I just love the idea of our character being a priest who's just like, eat the crew. I'm gonna get drunk. God is a figment of your imagination.
No, our priest would have been like, you may eat, like it's not a sin for you to survive. I'll just become drunk.
We got terror. Bacchae. The heavens are just for banning land of the stars, your crew on the edge, weary. Even if you succeed, you will lose some crew and many supplies. Even if you succeed,
zero supplies to begin with.
Yeah.
So care for crew.
But barricading myself in the cabin is easier. Oh, and take damage to your hull, but not lose supplies.
We don't have supplies to begin with.
You're right. We gained a nightmare. We gained a fuck ton of terror. Oh, our terror is fallen? Oh,
like
we now have disquietening. I don't know what that means, but we'll know soon enough, I suppose.
Oh no, we'll see if we'll die or not. This is the hour. Oh, never mind. It goes to 0, right? And then, like, it fills up again?
No, we're at 50. You can see. All right. We lost 3 crew. We have 1 crew. We lost 9 people on the way back to London, Saba.
I
All right, well.
So, things had to happen.
Hey, we're not dead.
We're here. Let us in, please.
Oh, fuck, it's our aunt again. All right, eggmonger. Sell all of my eggs. I think that's like 300. Holy shit, it's 300
600.
each. Okay. Hello, auntie. Yes. Learn of inconvenient aunt.
Inconvenient.
I've lost a savage secret, which makes sense. Yeah. We need a higher crew. 52 chance. There you go. We're back up at 7. Let's do that again. 2 to 3 crew. Do I not? Oh, there's no one. There's no crew left to hire. Isn't this? Yeah, here you go. Hair, tobacco shop.
Make sure we buy the stuff we need first.
Yes, I know. Here you go. That's what I was looking for. We have nothing to sell, obviously. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 more of each. There you go. We are now full on supplies with money to spare. Unfortunately, we now have terror, which is bad. Shit.
Is there a way to get rid of nightmares?
The only place that I know how to do is that brothel back in the Reach, but we have to be able to go back to the Reach.
Oh, I see.
Oh yeah, I put the Radinaut in the bank.
Oh yeah, because we were afraid I think we would die.
Well, no, we can't use them. You need mirrors of 65.
Oh.
Yeah, you need really high mirrors in order to be able to use them. See, our mirrors is 25. Hello, auntie. Okay.
She's gonna be criticizing us constantly, because that's what aunts do.
What do we got? I mean, we got... I mean, how many more eggs do you think there are? over there?
Not like, I don't know, but I don't think there's going to be a million.
All right. Well, that was eventful. We not 9 crew died. Our ship took. Oh, actually, you know what? I should do that before we leave. Is just fix our ship.
Did we fight with pirates at any point?
This will cost 18. No, but just in case. Okay, we now have 30 out of 30 health. We have $170 left over, so that's totally fine. All right, well, let's think about where we want to go, I guess.
Okay, now that we have stuff, let's do what we said, the bottom left or top right? Left, top left.
Let's
Left
do
and
top
right.
left.
Left and right, I know my directions.
Oh. Patient
Let's
Princess.
see.
The Patient Princess, I think, is where I left off the princess from one of the previous runs.
Do you remember that, like, glass dude
The what?
at the Clockwork Sun? said we would help
Yeah,
him get
he was like a
out?
prisoner, and we needed something. Where was he? The Orphan? No.
It's completed.
These are all completed. Sequencer?
Maybe
The
we
Dazzle
didn't do it
Sequencer has
in this
listened to you
turn?
attempt to inflict kindness upon the needy, deliver the well-intended package. Oh. Oh, the Brasben work world is up here.
Yeah.
Apparently we have a package that we could deliver.
Oh, sure. I mean, if we're going in that direction anyway, sounds good.
Sure. Feeling of half glass. You've agreed to release the half glass empty from his imprisonment on Clockwork Sun. Present 3 ministry stamp permits to the broken steward at the Clockwork Sun. Ministry stamp permits are 2 port reports. So we need 6 port reports in order to save that guy. But yeah, let's go to the work world.
Sounds interesting. Glass man.
It's such a weird juxtaposition. Like I've already said before that I really enjoy Sunless Skies, even when in comparison to Sunless Seas. Just because, like, since everything's just floating and flying, you get some really cool perspectives of, like, how deep does this go? I can't tell. There's too much fog.
Yeah.
You know? And that's neat to me, I guess. It was weird coming to London that... What the fuck?
Bump in the night?
Send a member of the crew out to remove it. 50-50
There's
chance.
a corpse, a frozen corpse.
I can't
It's
just
stuck.
ignore it? Oh, it has
Nah,
to...
it's
Oh,
making
it's on the
people feel
window.
unsettled.
All right, 50-50, because we're definitely not winning this. Failure. Cool. You are
We are
not
not alone.
alone.
But I don't think that's in a good way.
Definitely not. So where is our engine? This... Oh, this doesn't have a minimum. Cool. Let's see. Do we have possessions?
Julio.
No, not this, maybe. Where is it? I was literally just looking at it, wasn't I? Something that it'd be like a lit. Is it here? Man, I really don't like not seeing a report of another one lost. When you fail your crew members die. Your letters of regret are becoming routine, or are becoming rote. Oh.
Sorry, it's just, a one-off mistake.
I have partaken
okay?
I have twice partaken in the Crimson Feast, Saba. I am also slowly becoming an alcoholic.
Out of everything, it's like you're most concerned about the alcoholism.
Well, I mean, listen, if I didn't eat the crewman, space would.
Yeah,
Spacewood is my favorite moon-based Hollywood knockoff as well.
In some senses, we're revering the people that have passed.
By
'cause they will live
integrating
on
them
within
into
us.
ourselves.
They will live on within us. Isn't that what people like to say?
Until I poop.
Okay.
What? That's how it works.
Until I poop.
I was just about to ask a really stupid question, so I'm just gonna not.
Okay.
Alright, slowly making our way to the work world.
Where is the music? I was promised music.
Sometimes
From
it
this
just
game.
happens, sometimes it doesn't, I guess. I don't know. Aw. Papega the Unleashed isn't watching anymore.
He did have a funny name, though.
He did have a funny name, and said hello in chat. That being said, I wasn't exactly expecting a million people to show up for fucking sunless skies, so... Okay. Maybe that's what we'll do to wrap up the stream today, too. Maybe we'll do a couple hours of this, maybe like 2, and then we'll take some time to figure out what our schedule is going to look like for the next, like, 2 months. Kind of like what we did before. I still haven't confirmed with Grant and Jesse whether or not they want to do Unsettled Dreams. Oh, right, my terror. 52 chance of success. That's not bad, right? I failed. Cool.
Ah, yikes.
So I gained terror, but then didn't gain the tail of terror, which would have been the benefit of the other one.
Wanted fuel?
Yes, just a little cash. I think I explained it before, but normally I ignore those caches because usually they just spawn an enemy, which is bullshit. The bit between. This is the first place I visited when I came here, and I almost incited a riot when I was here last.
Yikes.
Oh, it's the Clay Conductor again, but I think he's a oh, he's a first officer. You need 3 sky stars. Thank you, Sub. I appreciate that. Tentacar's deliver the sequencer's package. There you go.
Oh, very nice.
Did that do anything? Recruit crew from the work world. I got 2 crew for free, I guess. Traveled a little nice. Last time I was here, I was able to talk to the owner, too. Recline on a bench. Oh, write a port report.
Very nice. Port report.
You cannot get a report on the work world from Little Nice. Cool. Great.
They suck. How dare they do this to us?
I lowered my terror slightly. Ah, the governor. That's what it was. What if I got a port report, though? Damn it. But what if I got... Never mind. Alright, well. I don't know if that helped us at all. Dude, I got fucking 2 sky stories? Very good. There's a shop here. Little Niceties. They have nostalgic crockery available.
I was like...
That's interesting.
You started saying croc, and I was like, crocodile? A nostalgic crocodile?
Nostalgic Mr. Crocker? Alright, well, that was that. And we couldn't get a port report, which is annoying. But whatever.
Unfortunate.
So do we want to go up here, and then around.
And then left. Yes, I think I like that idea.
Okay, let's do that. Boom.
Boom
You can press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons to leave a dock, which is really cool. You can do R to undock, W, A, or D to start moving, or C to just automatically start moving. That seems wrong. Fuck. All
just
right,
drive
well,
straight into corner.
unless we can go to the right and then to the left.
Should we just? I think we should just go left instead, and then maybe we can round up.
Look at these giant fucking cogwheels, dude. Who needs cogwheels that big?
Clearly they do.
Also, could you imagine manufacturing a cogwheel that big? That'd be ridiculous.
I can't imagine how we manufacture planes and ships either.
Well, small parts that you put into big parts, right?
That become giant parts that you lift up to even gianter parts. Anyway, it's freaky. It's kind of spooky. It's cool, but spooky.
I like seeing giant feats of construction because it gives real sense of scale to whatever you're looking at. But then also part of me really hates giant construction because it seems wasteful. I'm thinking of like those giant super vehicles that like grind up mountains for resources, you know? Those are vehicles that are as big as some towns in the US, like just the singular vehicle. And they still run on diesel, which is like, what the fuck? How on earth are you gonna tell me that I need to be more fuel efficient with my car when you have a literal city going around on tank treads grinding up mountains? Go fuck yourself.
I think we may have to go up.
Yeah. I'll wait until I think I'm gonna loop around towards Glen thing, McFarland's Glen.
Is there a winter card?
Music's getting dim.
I mean, at least it's existed now.
True. Although I'm less happy about it than you appear to be. I don't know what that was that we just went past. Is that a marauder? It is not a marauder. Jesus.
We're okay.
We are okay. And luckily we don't have enough villainy.
Careen into us because they're sometimes not the smartest.
AI. Stupid AI, and then they get mad at us because we dealt damage, quote unquote.
Ooh, things are so spooky.
I wonder if I should make another overlay for stream that puts more of the game on the stream instead of chat, considering for the most part chat's usually empty.
It's true. I think you could do that, and you could like switch it.
I could switch it on the fly.
Show off. Yeah.
I'll consider doing that sometime soon, I think. Can't help but feel like I had a big list of things I was supposed to do today, and then I did the gutters instead. I don't remember any of them.
I mean, that is something.
I mean, that's something, but I had like stuff that was time sensitive, I feel. So I don't like how this building... Oh, look! It's the fucking... They tearing up mountains! Look, it has the buckets with the teeth on them.
Oh.
It's exactly the thing I was just describing. What would be the...
Is that a ship in the back?
This thing below us? I think it's a building.
Ah.
What would be the spookiest thing to just kind of see? Like, imagine, like, the fog clears and suddenly we're able to see what's below us. What's the spookiest thing that we would see?
Giant tentacle space monster.
Yeah? Yeah, that makes sense. What I was thinking was, imagine if... Because you know how, like, the depth goes really far? Imagine if you go to an area and it just kind of sees like the depth of space, and there's something that's another vortex. That's bad. And you're just and you think you're looking at the depth of space, but then there's a very small thing that is imperceptibly like getting closer to the camera, and then like you leave, you go do your other stuff, and you come back, and the next time that you see the open space, guess what? The thing's way closer, and it's an eyeball that's just looking directly at you.
A giant eyeball. I was also thinking like a black hole that's actually trying to eat you.
So it's interactable.
Yeah, and it actually starts to come after you.
That'd be fucked.
Yeah, that would be freaking terrifying.
Do you know if science still agrees on the notion of spaghettification or not? Because that was always one of the things that made me terrified most of oh, nothing. Okay. That was one of the things that always made me like the most terrified about black holes, was the idea that the gravity is so intense it just
you have to go
rips.
Up, maybe.
Yeah, I think I have to turn around. Luckily we have a lot of supplies, so yeah, sorry. So the thing that I understood was that black holes, the gravity is so intense that if it doesn't just tear you to shreds immediately, it'll take your atoms and string them. What the fuck? You are not alone.
That's the "you are not alone" thing, yeah. Because of the body stuck to our thing. Passing respect by few. Same corpse. You can board up the window.
Your engine can take a few knocks.
Though we're kind of far away, right?
But we have 30 health.
Okay, if you want to try doing that.
Just a little hull damage in exchange for not having to deal with this? Maybe. It's not great,
Is he gone?
But I think he's not real now. I think the initial corpse was real, and now the thing that we're dealing with is not real. Would be my suspicion. Or at least
not him.
That storm is very unsettling.
Can we identify it at least and like have our bat? But that'll take supplies from us, right? Oh, I think we have to relatively get close to it.
This doesn't want to acknowledge this thing. Dude, I don't know what that is. Also, it's fucking with my camera. It's pushing me away. Like, I can't.
It's fine, we're trying to get away from him anyway.
True, but now I'm like really curious as to what that fucking horrifying nightmare was.
Oh, that looks like part of a building.
Yeah.
It's an eyeball.
What does an eyeball mean? It's a wonder. What?
Oh, cool.
It's Big Ben!
Oh, man.
Alright, well, we found real London. Well, that's silly. Why is Big Ben right next to a giant... Actually, it's not even marked on the map. What the fuck was that? Also, that thing is moving very fast.
Oh, it's
a monster. That's why. Oh, no, please. We sacrificed so many crew to get here, man. I don't know where I'm going. You help! Don't be a monster and help me. Stop crashing into each other.
They just knocked into each other.
It's right there. Fight it. It's coming. Station.
Oh.
I can't believe we found a station way out here. Oh, what is this place gonna be? I hope it's a place where everybody's skulls are just full of tentacles, but they try to pretend like nothing's wrong, and it's really obvious to everybody else that everything is wrong. There it
Well,
is.
let's see where we are.
Floating Parliament. Oh yeah, Big Ben is on the Parliament building, isn't he?
Is he? I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's a off Parliament building. So there you go. Palace of the High Minister. Compile a poor report, please. Yeah. Hand your poor reports into the general auditor or store bookkeeper in London. So I guess it only appears if, but it says at London.
We're what is it? A third of the way there to saving that glass man.
No, we didn't get the previous port report. Remember?
We're okay.
The work world
Oh,
wouldn't let us take one.
Unfortunate. Never
Observe
mind.
the people's perpetual protest.
Their chants are impressive.
No two want the same thing. They're just upset. I do have better things to do with my time. I'm an elitist.
Yikes.
All right, well, welcome party. Vote to support
Oh my God,
the
vote.
Empress. Vote in opposition to the Empress, or keep walking. What the fuck? Okay,
I would just say keep walking. We don't know enough though about this.
right, but that's what the game does, right? Oh, it's the Vox Populi. First off, smiling woman wearing the Queen's rosette actually cutscene. Okay,
And
like
if
democracy.
we do oppose,
For
what about the
subjugation.
princess? Is or like they tied in together?
Where do you see the princess?
Well, from London, I mean.
Oh, the one I talked to previously?
Yeah, I don't wonder if they have any ties.
Probably. She is royalty. But I mean, to be fair, in my mind, the overarching character archetype that I personify is pretends to be one with the richy rich upper class, when in actuality I want to kill them. So I say we support the Empress.
Okay, I don't know how our priest. I mean, maybe our priest supports them
He's gonna
empire
die
as
anyway.
well. Yeah.
Okay, explore Trader's Green.
He looks like an MP. No, run over to help. We're a priest.
An election is called. An election has been called in Lustrum.
Oh, he fell off the platform.
Oh,
Yikes.
okay. I'm advancing my parliamentary career. I just showed up and helped a guy off the ground. Yeah, that guy looks like that guy looks like a prop. That guy looks like a politician.
Yikes.
Visit the former minister's port if you wish to stand for election. So because the guy died, I have the opportunity to take his spot in parliament?
Well, that's interesting.
Okay. But what's his former port? I don't... Wait, if you are interested, I will set the wheels in motion. Okay. Visit the former minister's port if you wish to stand for election. Where the fuck was his port? Oh, Lustrum. Lustrum's back in the Reach. It was the far north. It was in the far north of the Reach. So we have to figure out how to get back.
Technically, well, I mean, I don't even know how much money we spent, like, bulking back up again.
I mean, we still have like 100 something left over.
No, I don't know if that's enough to...
I have no earthly idea. All right, well, okay.
Do you want us to
like
go kind of through London again to the bottom left?
We could deliver
and, like,
these.
Drop by London. Enough tea to fuel the sun. Kind of funny.
They want up to 3.
That's.
But it's 70 a piece. So they're expensive. Damn it. All right, well, I guess we're done. That was weird. I know. Okay. It appears as if we can't explore any more of this until we get
Until we become a politician.
yeah. So we could head back to the relay real quick and see what's available there.
We could do that and then try to head back to London, so maybe we can check out the bottom left instead.
We got poor reports. Die! No. Dude, what the fuck? Oh, he's a
It's an actual
monster!
monster.
That's why.
Dude,
Yeah.
is this how we're gonna die?
Yeah, man, that's so
You want to
stupid.
go back?
Go back? What, Saba? How am I gonna turn
To
around?
the- Wow.
I went directly into
You-
that. I pressed the
Yeah, you
wrong
went
button.
directly into it.
So the buttons are Q and E to dash left or right, but I forgot that they're always in the orientation of where your nose would be pointing, not what is seen on the screen.
Yeah, well.
So I meant to press the other one, obviously.
That's annoying. You think there would be, someone there to be like,
Man,
"F
that's
off,
so
monsters."
that's so stupid. Like, what the fuck was I supposed to do against that? The dreadnought, the infested dreadnought literally just fucking Tokyo drifted into me and then started attacking me.
Yeah, that was annoying.
It's not even remotely fair. All right, well, technically we still have the parliament position that we could do. We got $45 left. We start at level 2, which is even worse. Fuck, dude. All right, you wanted to be an academic?
Yeah. Let me see here. I'm gonna read this. None of this stuff makes sense, but I would do the first one.
The first one? Practical sciences?
Yeah.
Wealth, fame, truth?
Let's still go to fame.
Fame seems easy. Random. There you go.
Oh, that guy looks cool, yeah.
Specialist Shaw? That's not bad.
No, you could, okay, I was thinking something really funny. You could name him Higgs and then like dash boson.
Yes, that's very funny, Saba.
Because, do you know what a Higgs boson is?
Yes, I do know what the Higgs boson is, Saba. In fact, you literally just spelled it the way it's spelled.
Well, that's the point. But his first name is Higgs, and his last name is Boson. Boson. Okay. I think that's like it's really funny because I feel like it almost like fits like a name as well, right? If it's the guy's first name is Higgs.
Saba, it's
the
called the
last name is
Higgs
Boson.
boson because it's named after Alfred Higgs, the guy who discovered it.
Yes, I get that. That's
Then why?
fine.
Then yes, it's. Then why are you like? Oh, it sounds like a name.
No, I mean just the Higgs boson itself. Like also sounds like a fine name.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're good. We are Dr. Hozon. Okay.
let me see this.
Boop. Affiliation. That's probably good. Let's do this and then an affiliation with the Academy.
Sure.
Mirrors is eyeball, which is what we already have, and then iron is the other thing that we already have. So that seems really good. Affiliation with the Academy. There we go. Now,
Still fits the character, which is nice.
okay. That was that. We are now here. We have $45 to our name. We have full crew, a little bit of one. Okay. Where do you want to go?
So are we gonna do our go for eggs first and
We could. I think we could make it.
because we could do that.
We could do a bunch of eggs even. Assuming that they're all respawned, we could do like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just looking at these, assuming that that's where the eggs are. All right,
Yeah.
you want to do a little bit of workman stuff and just get eggs first and then stock up and then leave?
Yeah, because that's what I'm thinking. Like, let's try to get a bunch of money going for us.
It'd be really nice to be able to pass on something to the next captain instead of $45 in a dream.
$45 and a dream.
We still need to figure out how to get back to the Reach. I mean, I know how to get back to the Reach. I even have a permit to do so, but it's expensive. I think it's like 200 sovereigns, 200 gold.
Gotta wish go up.
Is that an alien? It's moving very fast. Is that an alien?
I'm not sure though.
In the
Let's
middle
stay
of
away from
London?
it. Stay away from it. Go away, sir.
Yeah, here's your music, by the way.
Very nice.
Very chill.
I like it when there is actually music.
Agreed. Ooh, don't want to crash.
Choo-choo, choo-choo.
So we made it there and back again previously on 2 fuel and 2 supplies. That
I
being
think we
said,
should
we
be
did have to
fine.
eat 9 people. But... Oh, and look at that! Our nightmares don't stick.
Oh.
We don't have to worry about that no more. There was a achievement that actually made me a little sad just because of the story implications of how to get the achievement. In order to get the achievement, you need to succumb to a full suite of nightmares, which means you need to have 4 nightmares and 100% terror. So that's how you need to die, essentially. You also need to have no crew and no fuel and no supplies.
That just sounds like you lost it.
Without blowing up first, right? So that's obviously an extremely bad situation. Do you want to know what the name of the achievement is?
What?
Everything's gonna be okay.
Oh man.
And that just makes me feel really sad. I'm like, oh, imaginary captain, it will be okay, I promise.
So the bat also, I don't think will pick up on any of the
Eggs?
stuff.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Man, apparently in this region, a saying is really valuable, so if we have any extra money, I'm definitely going to pick one of those up.
We're going straight for the thing now.
Well, you don't
getting
know. There could
dark
be treasure
here.
in there. There could be anything in there, even a boat.
A boat, you say?
I really want it to be like a really, really, really rare chance of a giant fuck you spider crawling out of the depths of the background whenever you pick up an egg. Oh,
Lawrence is lucky he's not here.
he's so good.
1 minute you're panicking. The next minute you're like, I need giant death spider.
Well, I mean, I would still panic. It's just, it would be funny. Like, who knows? Maybe I'd be able to put that in a clip show one day. Although, motherfuckers stopped putting Twitch clips, so it's hard for me to keep track of funny moments. Alright,
Funny
well,
moments.
nothing over here, I guess. Oh man, could you imagine if there were like alien-infested rocks? Like rocks that were just floating around, and when you flew over them, they would go wah!
Wah.
What, like Waluigi?
Very, very funny.
Just lazily making our way through the world today.
We're making our way downtown.
Got one. That's one. Yeah. No.
God, please. Please, sir.
What?
I don't like it.
I don't like it. It's so uncomfortable. You know, where are these accents when we're doing Ace Attorney?
Oh my God, I have to produce too many of these accents. You got a good one out of what's her face? The Cockney accent. You got a good one out of me for her.
Yeah, but yeah, that was pretty good. Oh, we go this way. I tried to go back to Ace Attorney the other day to, like, you know, I figured like maybe I would finish case 5, or at least like make progress on case 5 and keep you guys up to date on like what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
It was another fucking 50 minutes of nothing.
Oh man.
Like, dude, what the fuck happened? Do I just have I burnt out on Ace Attorney? Do I just not like the formula now for some reason? Like, what happened?
Well, I still think it has to do with like being able to focus on it, right?
I was playing it by myself.
Or I don't know. Maybe you have. Who knows? I don't know.
I just don't understand your logic. Like, oh, maybe you won't be able to focus on it. I'm literally alone at 11 p.m. playing Ace Attorney, and I'm like, man, I'm bored. I think it's because nothing ridiculous has happened yet in case 5. The most ridiculous thing was Guy constantly threatening to commit suicide. And that was like it. Are there no more eggs? Did we find them?
Maybe not. Maybe
only the
it's like maybe there's like a random number per run.
Maybe. That kind of sucks to do all this for like 300 gold. I mean, it's a lot of gold.
At least 300, yeah. At least it's something.
Well. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna loop around this little rock here that's to my left. I'm gonna loop back, try to avoid the dead sun, and then visit the mausoleum. Hopefully I can get a port report from there and then return to London.
Sounds like a reasonable plan.
Well, we have to chart stuff, you know? Because if we don't chart stuff, then how the hell do I know where I'm going? Just floating through the space. Floating through space.
Floating through space. Malkin's Pride.
Malkin's Pride. I love Sprite. My favorite soda.
Yeah, we're going down the right way. Hopefully we do not encounter any monsters.
Yeah. I also kind of hope that something would happen. This game is full of that, where it's just like, sometimes nothing happens for an hour at a time. Sometimes things happen way too quickly, and I get upset.
There is no balance.
Oh, yes. Now am I gonna crash into something? Because I was trying to avoid something I couldn't crash into. Here we go. Got it. We're live.
A waste of the sky. You're going straight for the thing now.
Yeah, I have to. I have to go around.
Oh, you can go to the left, I think, when you go down a little bit.
Yeah. But like...
There it is. I mean, it's just in the background, but it's
Dude,
still kind of scary.
It's so fucked. Could you... Like, no wonder this is called a terror. Are you shitting me? That'd be awful. I'd be so infinitely upset immediately. Like that little maneuver?
Oh, yeah, real good.
I did a
Real good, bud.
I did a little whoop. Little whoop.
Whoop diddy whoop.
Hello, guy. I'm safe.
Hello, my
Lovely.
dude.
As far as you know, I'm totally fine. Okay. Introduce myself, yes. Okay. Write a port report. Yay, we got one.
Let's not contemplate the dead sun. That's
We can pass that really heavily, though.
okay. Well,
Woo! What the fuck? Partial success. We succeeded and failed at the same time? Aw, we don't have enough sky stories. Okay. Approach the deathless. That seems bad. Yeah, these all seem bad. Let's not do that. All right, Nave, Memorial of the Prince Consort. This will reduce a little terror. And it only costs 3 sovereigns. Cool. I think that means we're done, right? We have $2 to our name, so I'm going to say yes.
okay, where do you want to go here? Do you want to try to
We're
actually
going back
loop?
to London so we can sell an egg and turn in our port report.
Nice. You 360'd into the mausoleum.
I will blow this motherfucker up. All right. If we were doing like if we were able to fully immerse ourselves into the world, but we still had the same consequences of it being a video game, the minute that I did something embarrassing, I would just blow everything up. I would just be like, "Fuck it, we're not doing this."
Finally, sweet quiet. Okay.
Did I tell you that the guy who's been doing the Flesh Pit National Park has updated his stuff recently?
Flesh pit.
Did you? Are you not even familiar with that? Okay. Flesh Pit National Park is a cool. It's very SCP. It's not SCP officially, but it's a very SCP type thing. Where the long and the short of it is that in the 40s. What are you doing? You eating? I knew you were eating.
There was a little tiny
No, it's fine.
chocolate here that I was like, I want to nom.
No. It's totally fine. It's just my brain was like, food? Despite the fact that I just had 2 giant bowls of pasta again, because I don't know what else to eat. But anyway, Flesh Pit National Park is really cool because it's like an SCP thing that's not officially SCP, where imagine a world where in the 40s, this guy was doing surveying of like some wildlife, like some wilderness area to see if there was oil or like anything that was worth anything. And what he found instead was some sort of enormous dormant creature that was like living below the, like living within the earth. And and when he goes back to the company teams up with the newly minted United States National Park Service, and they turn the inside of this enormous creature into a national park where people can go inside to like look at like all of the gross fleshy bits and all the horrifying flora and fauna that's in there. It's really cool. I would say for the most part, the main reason why I found the Flesh Pit National Park really interesting was that the guy who maintains the fiction is very good at like graphic design, like magazines and brochures and stuff like that. He's very good at that. But in terms of like the actual photos that he tries to produce, the photoshops aren't very good. So that one's a little unfortunate. But that being said, still pretty cool. Like it's really fun. The reason why I started this by saying, how do I, wait, is this not how I turn, what do I turn in the thing?
Report reports? Did we
Yeah,
not
it
figure
said
that
in
out last
London,
time?
didn't it?
I'm pretty sure.
It's not the Silken Salon, because there's nothing here. Well, it doesn't want them here, apparently. The ministries, the vinegar. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Because we had this problem before.
Sunless skies. Where to turn in port reports in London. Port reports. Albion port reports. Albion port reports are... Yes, the stalwart bookkeeper, I know. Where is it, please? What?
Please let us know.
Trigger conditions is new street line greater than 5. Profile insecurity.
Yeah, I got no clue.
What? Minor level description, quality status, new strategy status according to the actions. You need to explore London, I guess. What the fuck? Dude, just this wiki is horseshit. It's all just like numbers over and over. Like, someone just tell me where to turn it in, please. There should be 2 ports near Winchester. Great, thanks. That's so useless. Turning in port reports. Nope. Not that. Alright. This says that there should be, similar to how it was in New Winchester, there should be 2 ports somewhere around London.
We're missing this like giant chunk to the kind of right here.
Bottom right.
Yeah.
We could try that. Anyway, what was they saying about Flesh Pit National Park? So
You just said it was cool and stuff.
yeah, well, yeah. So it's really cool. I'll send you some stuff on it just so you can check it out, because it's just a really cool idea. But the last thing that I recall being part of the official canon was that apparently Flesh Pit National Park was forcibly closed in that world's 2014, I believe. And although a reason was never officially disclosed, I think the official reason was something along the lines of, we have a bunch of money now, right? Yeah, we have 302. I should definitely go back and just buy some fuel and supplies while I'm looking for.
Can you go straight and then you just go?
Well, I'm just gonna go, yeah, up to London as well. Anyway, because it's, just a piece of fictional narrative, the guy put out some quote unquote classified documents, which were like testimonials and different investigation reports as to like what happened in 2014. And it was really cool because it was a have you ever seen a real life minute to minute report?
No, I do not believe so.
They do them for really big tragedies like train collisions, or like they have one for 9/11, for example, where it's exactly what you might expect. It's a minute to minute report of what happened during the event in question. Let's do one more of these. That should be totally cool. And they're really interesting to read because it's basically just like, imagine a schedule, but the schedule is just describing like weird events that you would never really think would lead to anything else. But anyway, long story short, the minute to minute report for the 2014 event at Flesh Pit National Park, at first it describes a bunch of like perfect storm scenarios, if that makes sense, where it's just like, it just so happens that a billion little things all went wrong at the same time, which led to the deaths of like 50 people.
Oh man.
unfortunately. So give me 1 second because I want to describe this properly, but quickly as well, so I'm not taking too long. So Flesh Pit National Park, the entire thing seems to be built in essentially some form of esophagus. It's not exactly the
Oh.
creature's mouth, but it is some sort of esophagus because it leads when you take the esophagus all the way down into the part of the creature that you can access. It leads to what could only be described as an acid stomach, right? So
Yeah.
the thing is that when they started building these like tourist destination things, they pried apart the esophagus and like built giant buildings inside of this creature, because that's how big the creature was that you could fit buildings inside of
Is
it.
it? But is the? Because I know you said he found it. Was it just dead? I don't remember hearing
So
if it was
the
just
so the
dead or not.
thing is essentially comatose. As far as anybody can tell, it is not dead, but nothing seems to wake it up, at least for the most part. We'll be getting to that in a second. But so that's what Flesh Pit National Park physically looks like, right? It's just this giant esophagus with, imagine just like a giant elevator going down the esophagus, and then once you get into the stomach, there's a bunch of buildings like stuck to the side of the stomach, right? Um
Mm-hmm.
so the event took place on the 4th of July, 2014, where the Flesh Pit National Park had sold a bunch of exclusive fireworks show tickets. But the thing was that it just so happened on that evening there was heavy rain, which means that they couldn't do the fireworks. Now, all of the people who wanted to go see the fireworks were really upset. So, in order to try and appease them, the people who were working late that night were like, "How about this? We'll all give you some time to explore the national park without well, essentially, we're going to give you exclusive time in the national park, but we're going to have to stay in the gift shop for a while. The gift shop is halfway down the elevator that I talked about before, so it's
Mm-hmm.
halfway into the esophagus. So they're doing that, right? Normally, at this point, the entire visitor center in the Flesh Pit National Park would have been turned off, like all of the electricity would have been cut, which
Hmm.
normally gives the mining teams, like the people who are excavating raw minerals and fluids and chemicals from the inside of this creature. This is what I mean when I say like people assume that the thing will never wake up, because they are literally taking like mining drills to this thing's bones and collecting minerals from it,
Yeah.
right?
Ooh.
So normally the visitor center gets shut down, and that means that the mining crew are able to work double time, right? Not only are they normally allowed to work double time, they also are supposed to take periodic breaks to make sure that the generator doesn't get overtaxed. But because they wanted to get their 4th of July holiday bonus, they had to make sure that they met a certain exceptional quota, and so they were working really hard. But the communication between the mining crew and the visitor center was less than accurate at that time, and so essentially both of them were drawing from the generator at the same time, and so the generator started having to switch on emergency generators. Normally, their generator facility inside the creature, by the way, normally their generator facility uses 2 generators out of 5. That evening, they were using all 5 at full capacity because that's how much energy they were drawing. So that's already bad, right? Now, keep in mind, it's
Yes.
super heavy downpours. So normally, because downpours happen, and the thing is basically just a giant mouth open to the wilderness, right? Open to the world.
Mm-hmm.
So all the water is flowing down into its throat, and so what they did to help alleviate that in the past was they made these like offshoots that were full of sand and had pumps. So the idea was that as the water came down, if the water level in the sand got too high, the pumps would automatically activate and pump all the water out of these things, preventing the water from even ever approaching the esophagus. However, because the power was already being drained super hard, the pumps were never able to activate, and eventually those giant sand things just ended up sloshing down the esophagus. And long story short, all of that like weird mud water flows down into the stomach, causing the stomach to become agitated, and he starts like regurgitating. The giant creature starts regurgitating. But because his throat is fucking bunged up with this giant elevator slash visitor center, the thing starts choking and convulsing, and so the entire elevator and visitor center gets crushed enough for it to swallow. So everybody is now dunked into the acid, and the creature starts to wake up. And I think my favorite part about the minute to minute report of this is that suddenly, while describing all of this, there's another part of the report which is like, yeah, by the way, 70 miles away in like something Texas, a giant tentacle started to emerge from the ground, and
Oh my God.
it's believed that these events coincide with each other. And it's like, okay, so you're reading all, I'm reading all this, and I'm like, holy shit, this is going really bad really quickly. Like, what the hell happens next? And apparently this creature initially came to this planet from outer space and was quelled and appeased thousands of years ago by a bunch of Native Americans, because they like had their own rituals and stuff to like appease and calm it and stuff like that. And that's how they were able to get it to bury itself in the ground and then go to sleep. So apparently during this like giant crisis where already 50 some odd people had died, this like Native American chief just shows up out of nowhere, but he's in like regular casual clothes, like jeans and a t-shirt. And he's like, and they take him to like this secret site on the facility. He does the ritual, the creature starts to settle down, and they're all like, whew, oh my God, crisis averted. But as soon as like everything seems like it settles down, remember how I told you that the inside of the creature is full of like a bunch of weird ass flora and fauna?
Yeah.
There are giant tick-like creatures. Like imagine a tick crossed with a mantis, but it's huge. They start crawling out of its mouth and just ravaging the local countryside.
Well, it isn't the beast per se that did it, but it's
definitely
sucky.
not the beast's fault. Literally no one could ever say that it was the beast's fault. However, it is still really funny to me because it's just like, man, what an absolute shit show to have this happen. But anyway, the reason I brought this up was that the guy recently put out the next portion of the narrative, which was cool.
Okay.
Yeah, explaining what happened to the national park after 2014, and surprise, surprise, it's like a secret government facility to investigate the creature, and there's the facility is run by like 6 doctors, like 6 scientists essentially. And one of the scientists really, really, really wanted to use the creature. Like, they wanted to figure out how to weaponize the creature against Afghanistan.
Oh my God.
And it's like, what?
That went into crazy territory. Oh, man.
I don't know where to turn in these things. It said that there should be a thing near here, but I don't see it. I see the ministries and I see nothing else, man.
Can we like curve up? Because like, I think we've still, for the most part, avoided that big section so far.
Well, there was a fucking wall.
Yeah.
So we'll go around this. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I shot by accident. Yeah, dude. Flesh Pit National Park. I love it. It was another one of those scenarios where, because I know I say this a lot, but I was thinking about doing a one-off tabletop session where you guys were rangers at Flesh Pit National Park, and you had to go find some missing people. And there are some parts of the Flesh Pit National Park that people are just fans of because they're so ridiculous. Like there's the what? Why am I unsettled dreams? All right, well that's upsetting. Anyway, there's a facility in the Flesh Pit National Park which they call like the horticultural baths or something like that. I don't remember exactly the phrasing that they use, but essentially, uh, it's a it's a portion of the creature's pheromone system, I guess you would call it, but it's small because keep in mind the thing is like enormous, right? So compared to the overall size of the creature, these little sacks of water are very small. But if you pay a little extra, they let you just get all cozy with a loved one in these pheromone sacks.
No.
And the thing is that they're incredibly effective. Like they're like one of the stories that the guy put out was like it was like a news report claimed that people who weren't even romantically interested with each other, if they go and take a bath together, never even seeing each other, like just blindfold on, whatever. What the fuck? Dude, why is all this bad stuff happening?
We're like still in London, right?
Yeah, well, it's not even just that we're in London. It's like, why is our terror so high? Whatever. Cool. Fucking waste of my time. But yeah, man, I don't think we're gonna find anything here. I don't understand. The thing said to turn them in London, but there's just fucking nothing around.
Kid, do you think you can send out a
bat?
A bat? I think by this point, we could even just have to like the egg will just result in us like buying like more stuff, and we'll be basically at the starting position, but at least we'll know now where port reports go.
What, you want to go back to get another egg?
No. I don't think there is anymore. But it's just like it's funny. We went there to get money and to like head off like immediately afterwards. But because we can't find the port reports, just imagine like we wasted that money and we're basically at square one because we couldn't find this.
Yeah.
We couldn't find this thing. Simon's Nest.
I'm gonna look it up again. Because it's just like Sunless skies. How to turn in a port report in Albion. Is there a fucking video, maybe? No? A rich and heady concoction. Launch trailer for Sunless skies. How do I get started? Thanks.
Just let us know where the port reports go. Isn't this supposed to be the least complicated thing? The port report, like retrieval and like.
It should. I agree, 1000%. Yeah, the wiki is just fucking. It's just empty. Even the wiki is just like nothing. Albion. So in Albion, you can do the Mausoleum, Perdance, Royal Society, Clockwork Sun, Floating Parliament, the Worldbury Mare. I have no idea what the Avid Horizon is. So, this section contains reports referring to in-game Albion port reports. Cool, great. How do you turn them in? London, bro. What the fuck? It just says turn them in to either the stalwart bookkeeper or the minister of public decency. Oh! Okay. Stalwart bookkeeper, you unlock through other events. The Ministry of Public Decency is right next to the guy. Remember the old guy who was like all fucked up about clocks and stuff? He's right up here.
Yeah.
His office is directly across from the Ministry of Public Decency.
Okay.
So apparently we only have the one option for now because we didn't get the random event that triggers the other guy.
Well, that's fine. We just needed one anyway.
I mean, we did just need one, but it's still annoying.
The Ministry. Do you think we're gonna have to get
fucking?
Oh my god!
Damn it! I literally hit R the split second after. I'm so pissed. Okay. Yep.
Got a new acquaintance. Deliver your port reports.
Fucking finally. That's still not even enough for a thing. Yeah, it's not even enough for a ministry granted permit. We need 2.
That's fine. By this point, I don't think we're gonna get to that. We may as well just like buy, like go to London and buy a bit more like fuel and stuff like that,
You think so?
or supplies, and then we can head down.
To here? To the
bottom
between
left.
Clockwork Sun and Worldbury?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. All right, well, hopefully you remember that for the next time we play this. I don't know if we're ever gonna play this again on stream, but...
Who do you think, what's our next character gonna be, Zach?
We're not even dead yet, man.
I know, but you have to think about it.
The next character I want to be a soldier who really cares about money. Because that's just me.
Okay.
I want to knock heads and steal their wallets. That's what I want. I want a character who's essentially the equivalent of a really, really, really dumb thug who just runs up to people, punches them in the face, and takes their wallet and then leaves. That's the character I want.
Very complex, but sure. Okay.
I mean,
fine.
complex.
Aunt is here again. We can't have Auntie now.
All right, yeah, we wanted to buy stuff. I mean, fucking.
We should get some supplies. Like, you could probably do 1 more fuel and then, like, yeah.
4 and a 5.
that's
That's
good.
fine. All right, so we're gonna go down. We're gonna go to Warlbury, and then we're gonna hang a left.
Yeah.
Anywho, I did end up discovering because I looked into it a lot a couple nights ago. There's that certain brand of horror that's becoming really popular on YouTube and whatnot. And
On the YouTubes.
well, because it's not just YouTube; they do it in regular as well. But it's it's that brand of stuff where everything looks like it's VHS style, like everything has like the poor audio quality in the VHS filter
Where
and
it's
whatnot.
like, what is it? Recorded found footage?
Well, maybe not even exactly found footage, but found footage does fit into this category apparently. I'm talking more about the stuff I've sent videos of them every once in a while, but the stuff where it's like it looks like an infomercial, but the infomercial is fucked if you actually pay attention to what's happening,
Yeah.
Like I don't know, have you ever seen any of the Omega Mart commercials?
No.
I highly recommend them. It's Omega Mart. The idea behind Omega Mart is that it's a trans-dimensional grocery store where they are unethically bringing in aberrant products from other dimensions that can hurt you.
Okay.
So like one of the ones that I really liked, it was it was an entire ad just advertising their new fruits that they have, and each fruit was like fucked up in some weird way, like a blue orange called a blorange and stuff like that, and it was like, haha, this is all fun. And then at the end they clipped on this little thing being like attention all shoppers, anybody who has recently purchased the Omega Mart brand lemons must return them immediately, please, this is for your safety and your safety alone. And it's just like a lemon sitting on the table, and the lemon just opens its eye. And I'm
my god.
Smith's cut. Look at this thing. I don't like how much that thing's moving around.
That's scary, yeah.
But anyway, so evidently the genre is called analog horror, and some people are looping in found footage into that because most found footage stuff is VHS style. But analog horror is that aesthetic, the idea of it being like old and you're not supposed to be seeing it, yada yada blah blah blah. And I don't know. It's just a really interesting thing to just suddenly become aware of, because it's really cool.
You think we could take this?
I mean, yeah, as long as I... It's okay, it's okay. We're okay. I just wish I could fucking see the motherfucker. See? Like, you like that?
Yeah.
You should be on fire soon.
You bashed him.
I did. Oh, I also shot him. You see that? That was great.
Yeah. I'm surprised these guys take a long time because it's like.
Oh yeah, you know, it's almost like it's unfair and not fun to have to deal with these motherfuckers. But
Oh, you did it.
but it's okay. We get a little bit of money sometimes.
That's the little bit of money, yeah, for sure. We're like right next to it.
Is that a highway? Oh no, it's a building. Oh, this is the mayor. This is the Walksbury mayor.
Yeah.
Wait, oh, see, there it is!
Well, that's horrifying. But it didn't attack us? What? Did it just give us a lot of horror?
I think it did.
Or terror?
Maybe? I don't know.
That
Is it
was
guarding something
scary.
over here? Also, how the fuck is that thing so close to the festival place? How would anybody even show up there?
That is a
Man,
green light.
that thing was fucking terrible. Also,
Oh, well, there you go.
Also,
That's
there's
a
a
thing.
terror. I didn't even see what the terror was, man.
It's that, you see that light, that like green light, whatever that was?
Yeah?
Clearly, I think the source of that's the terror. Oh, there's a...
No, that's not a station. It would say station.
There's a question mark.
That leads me to believe that it's probably not worth it. To be fair.
There's like weird... It's not like foggy smoke, it's like gaseous, dark gaseous.
Dark gaseous smoke.
Rabbits run.
Man, I really didn't like how the fucking horrifying... Oh, these are space eels. They'll hurt you if you get too close, but if you have a thing, you can feast upon
Oh, there
their
it is
souls.
again. That's just a lot of terror.
What was it, like 6? Fuck you, dude. What the fuck?
Oh my god, maybe because you just dodged him, we can get away.
Wait, did I really?
Yeah, you just dodged him. That was very impressive, sir.
Cool. Sick.
Oh, what? It was lips. What was that?
That's something craved. So that's something like sinful.
Interesting.
Oh, it's the eels again. That's all.
I think there was another one of those ships or something.
Dude, I think there's fuck all over here.
I think this is particularly scary place we're in.
The music's like weirdly calm though. Those question marks are never useful, man.
Should we go left or right?
Let's hit this again. I don't know, man. We're nearing
we're
the
starting
end.
to
We're
get
nearing
low.
the end of this, so I don't know how much sunless skies I can take. The stuff just, man, I can't believe I fucking dodged that guy. I'm so cool.
Uh-huh.
I'm such a cool guy. Did you know? Did you know that I'm a cool guy?
I don't even know. Did you know he would come bum rushing after you?
Fuck no.
Yeah. Oh no, there. No, that doesn't seem to.
The fuck? Are you guys okay?
Okay, where are we at?
Oh man. I mean, I think there's something here. Oh yeah, the station.
Yeah, there it is.
Let's get drunk!
Oh my god. I mean, terror has fallen, which is good.
Let's get fucking sloshed. Alright, well. Yeah, and we leveled up. Awesome.
Let's see here.
Villainy. Villainy. Villainy.
What is the third one? Or the
Third
fourth
one is a
sorry.
spell in prison. That's veils. Mostly. This one's technically the ones that we would normally want. Because that's what we have. We have mirrors and then iron.
Mm-hmm.
So we could do this and take the top option.
What about more hearts? Is that more health?
I don't know, man. I don't know if there's much. No, hearts does not translate to health. That's not how this works.
Okay, then may as well just go for this one, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's better to get really high numbers in specific stuff and then just avoid the stuff that you're bad at as
Okay.
best as you can. But there you go. So we're an academic that has been absolutely borked. Oh yeah, and I just got the achievement for finding all of the places in Albion.
Looks like we did it. I mean, now this lends us to like having a decent strategy of what we want to do, I guess.
Write a port report. Thank you. Talk to the exasperated butler. Where about the nature of perdons? Oh! Oh, this is the place. Okay, so totally won't make any sense to you. I mentioned previously that I had a princess who was my first officer for a while.
Yeah.
She wanted to do one of two things. She either wanted to go to London to open up a tea shop for a while to see what it was like because her sister had done it, which is what I ended up doing. You saw her tea shop, right? The other thing she wanted to do was she wanted to come apparently here because apparently this is the equivalent of like Las Vegas. Like this is where all the rich people come to just get drunk and high and have sex all the time. So
okay.
Can't believe it's like the last place I discover. Getting an invitation to the half-light.
Shouldn't have it. Huh.
Okay. So I do know how to get an invitation.
Can the debutantes leave?
All right. Well, sure. What?
Our aunt.
Leave
If
me alone.
she's here, she should just let us in.
Leave me alone, woman. Ministry approved alert. Not what I thought it was. For a second I thought that was a fucking ministry stamped report, and I was like, oh.
You just get a free one here. Oh.
All right. Well, fuck. That's what we wanted to do, right? But we're not dead.
Yeah, I wonder.
Do you want to go? Do you want to make our way slowly up towards the Clockwork Sun and then go to this blank area between it and the Royal Society?
I think in the Royal Society. Yeah, sure.
There.
Yeah, we don't got too much to do. If we can get port reports as we go along.
Oh yeah, we can get one from the Clockwork Sun. No, yeah, you're super right. Yeah.
I think my biggest, like, the most interest is like freeing the Glass Man or something.
I would love to do that. I think that would be a really cool objective to do with one of these characters. What was I talking about before we found this?
Oh gosh.
I was yammering about something.
All I remember is for the Flush Pit National Forest, but that was a little while ago.
National Forest?
National Forest, National Park.
No, I'm just thinking you're... Oh!
It's fighting that! Let's move!
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Wait, but do we have enough supplies? Or should we not, like...
They couldn't buy any supplies from there.
No, shouldn't we head back to... Or how much... We don't have that much money.
We have like 50. We'd be able to buy
there was like
one supply.
Like a terror thing there? We didn't even really get a good look at that. That's pretty funny.
It was a banshee.
Oh, okay.
It was just a particularly large and colorful banshee, so it scared the shit out of me. Dude, that came fucking flying in out of nowhere. What the fuck? Was that a marauder?
Maybe. I'm not familiar enough with this game to know.
They're like silver.
What color are we? Black?
Silver.
Great.
Yeah, but listen, we know
Very
who we
helpful.
are because we're in the center of the fucking screen, weirdo.
Like I said, do you think we should try to restock? Or we're just gonna kind of say like F it, and this guy's gonna die, but maybe we can go do some stuff before he dies.
This guy is definitely going to die. What I'm hoping
obviously.
what I'm hoping to do is if we can get Clockwork Sun and Royal Society, Or we could even just do Clockwork Sun and then go back to here. We could exchange it for a ministry stamp permit and then put it in the bank.
Okay, I think that sounds good.
I think we can do that. I'm not quite sure. I don't know if ministry stamp permits count as like inventory stuff that you can actually store. What the fuck?
One owes the other money.
Radish. Easy. All right, now quick, before he gets too far away, eat him.
Oh, God.
Quick, everybody, he's getting too far away. Oh, yeah, I remember this area. This area was really scary last time we were here.
It's also very bright, which is nice. Look how nice and bright it is.
Man, it's so fucked that we have to go to a... In order to get to this place, we have to go to a terror. It's not fair. It's...
You can already kind of see the bottom left is like heating up a little bit.
Oh, we're doing that again. It's just such a big, it's just such a big fucking clockwork thing, and I'm like, dude, I love it. It's so cool. It's so terrifying. Look at our terror. Terror is beating red. All right. Scavenge with the dawn rats.
We should
60.
supplies.
Supplies. 60%? 50%. All right, closing my eyes.
We
Success!
did it!
Yeah, dude, that was great.
3 new supplies. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, write a report, please.
A yearning.
A yearning and burning. And I think we're done, right? I don't want to be here any longer.
Yeah.
Can we can buy a little bit of fuel? Tiny bit of fuel?
Oh, if we do that, we can just go up. We don't have to cut across. We can just kind of go up too.
To the Royal Academy?
Yeah. Might as well.
Sure. So we're gonna try to we're gonna go this way to get as far away from the Clockwork Sun as possible. We're gonna go up, maybe make our way
to the right and then up. Yep.
All right, get ready to go. Go, 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 go! Everybody, don't look at the Clockwork Sun. I know it's huge. Oh man, that'd be really cool if there was if you could get a character trait that was nihilistic, which was you weren't affected by horrors, but you also weren't affected by wonders.
That would be cool.
Wonders are kind of neat because after you visit a port, every time you visit a port, if you swing by a wonder, it'll reduce your terror by like 10, I think.
You want to send out a bat?
We do have some extra. No, I don't want to waste time on
There's something at the left. Yeah, that's out of our way.
It's not even just that it's out of our way. It's just a question mark. The question marks aren't worth fucking jack squat to me. Our ship right now can only have one specialty upgrade. So like the drill, the spyglass, something like that. The second tier, you have choice of 2 different ones. One of the second tier is able to have more crew upgrades, like the stuff like the library that you wanted, for example.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other second tier upgrade the other second tier vehicle that you can get has 2 spots instead. 2 spots for specialty equipment, which I guess is cool, but also like, man, it's so frustrating. Endure this lean, cruel hour. No. I already. Oh, and I don't have a vision of heaven, so I can't get drunk. All right, well, this is bad. Yeah. Dude, we have so many tales of terror, though. Pretty cool. Yes,
how do you like level up? Do you level up mostly just kind of like
you need
as you're going
experience
along?
like this? So
Did you
for that
gain-
what the fuck? Oh, this is an alien. You can tell by how weird it was moving. So
Just keep going.
like when we discovered that last port, we got 629 experience for discovering that final port.
Okay, so it's not like, oh, just the more you like uncover the map.
You clearly don't recall this, but we actually had a conversation about this where I said that
We
should
did.
be a thing. Like by uncovering the fog of the map, I feel like you should be slowly gaining experience, but as far as I can tell, you don't.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well this was quite uneventful. We didn't really find anything, but that's okay.
I am super okay. You know, I get so scared in this game, man. Look at that. You just got 69
McMaster's
for McMaster's pen.
69.
I mean, surprisingly, I know we started like half an hour late or whatever, but we're gonna be surprisingly close to the actual 4-hour time. Well, 3.5 hour time of stream. Because we'll probably be finishing this within like the next 20 minutes or so, right? And then after that, we have to... Like, we're not gonna make the whole chart like I did last time on stream. We're just gonna figure out what we're playing.
Okay.
Because I will say, Pokemon's been, like, fine, but let's just say Pokemon wasn't exactly the, draw of Twitch viewers that I was hoping that it would be. In fact, it's actually the worst thing we've done in a while.
It was because there were so many people playing it, you know?
Well, I was describing it to Mom, but I think the reason why there were so many, or why no one's watching it now, is that I agree with you. So, like, step one is that there were so many people playing it, but then all of those people finished the game.
What? You can deliver the port report here?
I guess. Who did I just talk to? He's the president. All right, sure. Let's see what that does. He gave me...
Tosses into a fire. Huh.
Oh, you gained 5 strength of sun. That's important, actually, because that's one of the ways to get like the game permanently ended. It'll like if the sun goes down to 0, there's like a big event that occurs and it kind of fucks your game. All right.
Man.
Well, that's cool. Luckily, we still have this place's port report, so we don't even have to. Yeah. Cool. So now we just got to go back to London. Perhaps not. Let's go back to here. But anyway, to finish my thought, a lot of big streamers played the game, and so a lot of people were watching them, but then they played it super hard for like 48 hours solid, and now everyone's burnt out. So even if people... So so it's not even just that they sucked them all up on that first day, it's that people literally just don't want to watch it right now because they're like, I already watched someone.
Do it for like a long period of time, yeah.
Got a savage secret. I can now hire my aunt. All right, Nell's Tower. Hello. Guzzle the port. Reduce terror.
The top one will grant us supplies.
Yeah, but our terror is pretty bad.
Okay, sure. We could become more of an alcoholic.
Yes. I'm literally just doing this to see if we get anything for free.
Our patron, we got a patron now.
We did?
Yes, sir. I was trying to keep up to pay attention. This was the place where...
Who needs details?
No, but was this the place that we like talked to that crazy scientist astronomer lady like 3 times and she became our patron, but she also gave us something for it?
Maybe.
Yikes.
I don't know, man. You expect me to read all this shit?
Reach the floating parliament and return within 15 days.
Hey, we know where that is.
Yep. Very nice.
This is the lady that you can buy the upgrades from, so we don't want to do this. Workshops. Talk to the engineers, please. Help.
Can you fix our
Fix
thing,
our boat.
please?
Nope. It's the Tinkerer. We do not have inscriptions of sky. Find an example of correspondence at Trader's Wood, Most Serene Mausoleum, or Pan.
I remember.
We did this once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Yeah, okay. Requisitions.
Oh,
Tick,
fuel
tick.
and supplies.
And they have carefully packed munitions, which isn't anything to sneeze at. All right,
It's not
well,
like we could.
fuck it,
Oh,
dude.
okay. Well, now we need more money, and I don't know how we get more money now.
We have port report, dude.
Didn't we just give him the one port report we had?
And we got one from here, fool.
Oh dear.
So we're going back to London so we can get favor with the ministry and then get the ministry stamp report, and we'll be 1/3 of the way to saving that hollow glass man. I call him
One step
Glassman.
closer to a dream come true.
He's gonna eat us or something, because that's how this game functions. You can't be happy in this game for too long. Something's got to go wrong.
Time ticks erratically here.
Yeah.
What if, would we be super interesting, the race is actually kind of rigged because the time fluctuation in or it's like it's very specific the path you have to go, because if you don't go that specific path, the time fluctuation results in time going way too quickly or something.
That would be really neat and also incredibly frustrating, because that'd be a huge waste of fuel.
So orangey yellow here.
I do think it's neat though, because that's the whole reason why they have a Ministry of Keeping Time now, is that they're trying to map out like time fluctuations in different regions of the world. I mean, can I be serious? We could like go up to Parliament and then come back down. Although we don't have time. Are we gonna remember that we have a race to Parliament?
No, but I don't know if we'll survive that anyway.
We have a ton of fuel, man. We have a ton of fuel.
I guess
and
let's try to race.
Well, do you want to or not?
Well, we can sure try.
All right, well, let's do that then. And we're gonna go buy a Wonder too, so they'll lower our terror a little bit. But anyway, I think it's cool how like in the narrative they're trying to map out time fluctuations in different areas, so that way they can make watches and clocks and grandfather clocks and stuff, but then put the crystallized time inside of them, so that way the clock will either be faster or slower depending on your local time flux, but everybody's clock will show the same.
Oh,
I think that's really cool, and I think that's a really commendable thing to try to do, especially in a world like this, because that's unfathomably complex but really important. You know?
I agree, yeah.
Although I wonder how fucked. I mean, for me, I would definitely get fucked 69. For me, I know it would definitely fuck me up a lot, but I wonder how fucked up you'd get if you were in a place where time was really fast, right? So you had your personal clock and then also your ministry assigned clock, and you saw that after like a year, the ministry assigned clock had only ticked by like half a minute.
Oh my god.
Could you imagine how fucked up that would be if like your time was going by so quickly and everybody else was like, what? Alternatively, I guess you could do the other thing where it's like, imagine if your clock showed that only an hour had passed, whereas the ministry clock showed that a decade had passed. I don't know if that would be more or less terrifying.
I think both of them are pretty terrifying.
I mean, I know the answer for me, because the answer is pretty obvious, but for you, which one would you rather have, time passing you by or time passing everybody else by?
I think time passing me by.
So
right?
you would
Because then
rather.
that's
So
only
you would
me
rather.
change
You would
versus, like,
rather
everyone
age
else.
quickly rather than having everybody age quickly around you.
See, because it's not just that, right? It's the idea that it's only
Oh, the
happening
buildings
to
are
me versus
tethered to the
everyone else.
ground.
Huh?
Look at it. The buildings are tethered to the ground.
Oh.
That's really neat. Sorry, I just wanted to point that out. But yes.
But yeah. I was saying, like, there's a difference between something only happening to me versus something happening to everyone else that also I'm, like, not really aware of. So.
People's potential progress. Oh.
We can recruit crew.
You unlock this by not having my aunt.
That's really funny. Enjoy us going on the lawn. Cream first. I say cream first.
Okay. I like how that's like a personality check. Like,
Dude, I say cream first, jam first makes me feel weird.
Welcoming party, thank you. I vote in support of the Empress because I am a bootlicker. Race Marshal. Terra's fallen and we got a supply. Cool.
Let's head back then. Court report?
Yes. I already got one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Terra, dude, our Terra is down so much. I love the government.
Oh, this is the thing. He'll fall down.
Oh, and he's in Warbury Mare. That's in Albion. So we don't have to fucking figure out how to get back to the Reach like we did last time. Although I guess for us that might not be great because that's the area with the giant alien sea urchin.
The part was scary.
All right,
Okay,
well,
so we're
back to the
headed
Royal
straight back.
Society.
What was the wonder exactly? Did we, like, see it?
This? It was
Yeah.
Big Ben.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh. I was like, I don't recall seeing whatever it was, like, on this route, but I guess I may have just been oblivious.
You must have not been paying attention because I literally went over the clock as I was talking about clocks.
Oh, that's really funny. I guess I was paying attention to you and not what I was looking at.
Can I admit something that was really really touching the other day? As I said, my, once again, friend of the family, I guess I would call her like cousin Melinda, if that makes sense. Or Aunt Melinda, maybe. But anyway, her and her son were here, and I was showing them a bunch of different games. Nothing too terribly complicated, because they're not super used to that sort of stuff, but showing them enough to be interesting. And apparently there were several times where... oh, that's bad. That's also bad. What? They succeeded on roll 24. Dude, no, Benji, no! Benji, no! Benji, no! We're going back to Parliament. What the fuck?
Oh, no.
This game fucking sucks.
I don't think we're gonna make it back for the race.
Yes, we are. We have plenty of time.
Well, how do you want to do this now?
I'm gonna go really far around this time.
Oh my god, you sound like Dot. Get out of here, Dot.
Hello, I'm Dot. Oh man,
Dot.
I miss Fez. That was great. That was like funny enough. Despite the fact that we have no audience and nothing has really developed on stream, I would consider that to be part of like one of the golden playthroughs that we've done. It was so good.
My golden playthrough where I was forced to have to
Well, not you
figure
specifically,
out an
just
entire
like
alphabet and counting system.
the Tower
how
of
fun.
Chimes. What?
What?
Sky is wrong. This will cost fuel and time.
I don't know. We can't cost time.
Push forward. We will get Wrath of the Burrower below. 70%.
70%.
70%. We just won a 24.
Wow.
Fuck this game.
I think
We
that's
lost
exactly
3 crew?
3. That's
Man,
unfair,
how-
but
how did we-
we couldn't lose time, or we would be failures.
I was more concerned about the fuel. Because it would have immediately spent 2 fuel.
Yeah, that as well.
But anyway, what was I saying about Melinda and her kid? Yeah, so I was showing them games and stuff, and there were several times where, like, we were just playing Anime Uno, for example. And so, you know, it's Uno. You don't necessarily need me to be dictating everybody's moves while we're doing that. So at one point, I was just, like, chit-chatting with my sister, and in my sentence, wasn't talking to Melinda at all, but in my sentence, I said the word yellow. And in that exact moment, suddenly Melinda's brain rewrote itself, and instead of the active color being red, she put down like a yellow skip and just completely changed the game because the only person who noticed was her kid, who assumed that she was doing the right thing.
Yikes.
And it was just funny because, like, A, that was silly, but B, it was like, oh, it's nice to have someone listen to me. To not just like hear what I'm saying, but like to listen to what I'm saying. It was nice.
You're gonna have to hit right here or something.
I had to go left and down.
You're right, because once again, I don't know my left to right. You're right. I meant left.
I mean, I guess from the direction of if we were on this train, it would be right.
Maybe my brain is subconsciously thinking about it like that.
Sure, let's go with
And
that.
that's why. Yeah, let's say that. I think that sounds right.
I think that sounds affable to you, yes.
I think that sounds correct.
No!
Shoot it!
What do you mean shoot it? I can't shoot
Oh,
that!
there's like... Oh, are they fighting each other now?
Nice.
No, he's still coming after you.
So that'd be really
Fight each
funny if
other.
he blew up next to me and I just got to loot him on my way out. So I don't think he's attacking me. I think the crystallized ship was beating him up so hard that the AI can't turn.
Oh my god. I would just leave. I would not try for that. We are lucky that happened.
Dude, we have
Especially with our
fucking... Look how
health.
much health we had. We had 9 out of 30. And we made it out of there. I was gonna be so upset. I thought we were about to die because of some random shit.
Let's see if we made it in the 15 days.
Oh, we should have, yeah. I just shot Albion by accident. I just shot the Royal Society with a gun. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived. This should get us into the club if we made it. I think we did. You have triumphed! Yes! We have 500 sovereigns!
Ooh! Bye-bye. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, and it's just the same thing where it's like, hey, can you get here and back within a limited time? If you do, you get money.
Well, that's good to know.
That's really good to know,
we figured it
yeah.
out.
Fucking
We can
hell
get more
yeah.
fuel.
With the little bit of the extra money we're about to get by turning stuff back into London, because that's where we're heading now. We could take that money and upgrade our ship a little bit.
This turned out to be more successful than I thought.
Yeah, we only had to narrowly escape like 4 bad guys.
Now I'm just scared of us dying.
I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go to the left and around, and then down
Okay.
that way.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna go with that. See if that works. And if it doesn't, it was never meant to be, and I'll just shoot myself in the head.
Well, at least we learned some valuable information.
We did. The Rochester race is really cool once you know all the locations.
Which we do now.
I wonder if you get more money for doing a Rochester race to the Reach.
It makes sense that the more difficult the race, the more rich the rewards.
I really want it to be that now that we've proven ourselves, someone will actually challenge us, and it'll be like a Rochester race where it's an actual ship that we have to beat to the location and back instead of it being within a time limit. That'd be cool. Also, I know that. So the reason I went this way was because there was a crystal ship that was fucking up a marauder, and I definitely didn't want to deal with that. But the last time we came around here, there was an alien.
I don't know.
We do have a lot of supplies.
If you want, yeah. We just would lose one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Anywho. We played a lot of Anime Uno, and it was the same thing. I've described this before, but it's really frustrating whenever Mom is sitting at the table while I'm trying to, like, show people how to play any board game, because she constantly will, like, look at people and be like, wow, this is pretty complicated, isn't it? And I'm like, shut the fuck up. It's really frustrating. Well, because she, like, I don't even think she does it intentionally. I think it's just part of her personality because she's just from, like, a different age, I guess. But it's just like, when she does that, she's doing it because she, I don't know. She's doing it because she genuinely thinks that the games that I play are overcomplicated. But what she's actually doing, whether she intends to or not, is distracting the people that I'm trying to show the rules to.
It's funny because she's like, isn't all these new things are complicated, these new games. I'm like, lady, have you heard of chess?
Well,
have you heard?
Well, I mean, chess is pretty complicated. I agree, but because I mean, like, the specific example that I was just about to bring up was Anime Uno, like I just talked about, right? Anime Uno is just Uno, but with like extra rules that make it a little bit more complicated and interesting, right? Fucking two 11-year-old boys picked up on the rules faster than Mom did. Not because she wasn't mentally capable of picking up on the rules, but because she's so impatient and insufferable that she's not even allowing herself to try. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that was the thing that I had to keep repeating last night in order to get her to shut the fuck up, because I just had to keep being like, well, a couple of 10-year-olds got it. So,
yeah.
That being said, then we play fucking
There's
stop.
a lot of these. Oh my
like,
god.
I know it's because we're over 50, but like, seriously, go fuck yourself. Only at 38? Why? Whatever, man. Who cares? We're going to London. What's the worst that could happen? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And notice how that didn't even lower. Oh, I guess it did. It lowered it by 4. Our terror. What else did we play yesterday? We played Ink and Gold.
Oh, I'm familiar because of you with that game.
Have some Mentos.
Mentos.
Have some
Mentos, man.
We played that, but unfortunately, and I will take responsibility for this partially. I had forgotten that after we had finished eating pizza, we were supposed to do Dylan's cake because we were celebrating his birthday early. But I had completely forgotten about it, as did his mother. So
yikes! Then I don't know if it's just you.
Well, it was my fault because I was the one who suggested, like, hey, let's do a game of Ink and Gold, and Dylan was like, yeah, because he really wanted to keep playing stuff. Apparently he doesn't really get to do that much back home because all his dad wants to play is like poker.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Hey, we're back in London.
We're back in the industrial zone. So we need to get to the ministry, which is there, and then to here. And then that's where we'll wrap up this segment of stream. Not gonna lie, we came within a reasonable amount of time for stream today.
Mm-hmm. It'll be interesting.
While we're making our way back to the ministries, I know you're still watching the Discord. I want you to go to the Twitch, and I want to have a brief conversation as I get this set up about what I should have the new overlay be. Do I, like, should I even have, like, anything on the overlay, or should it just be, dude, what the fuck?
Oh, be careful.
Fucking dumbass AI literally running into me. God damn it.
Watch,
Sorry
like,
about that. Watch him start
stupidest
shooting at
thing.
me. Yeah.
Where it's like, it turns into an alien and we're just like, ah!
Dude, a golden alien would be fucked. Because I don't know. Because, like, I'm trying to think of, like, what's actually useful on the overlay right now. There's the social services ticker, right? The YouTube, the Twitch, the Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
That's useful. Not that those
The
things are...
name of the game, but, like, that's not 100% necessary.
It would be cool, but yeah, I agree. It's not 100% necessary. The follower stuff is nice. The one, like, just to the bottom left.
Mm-hmm.
Deliver poor reports. Yay! We gained 3 ministry gratitude. So we now have
300
4.
sovereign.
So actually, we're 2/3 of the way there, because we have 2 ministry stamp permits. Look at that. Next time we play this, we can very definitely save the glass guy.
We should put this stuff in the bank just in case.
I don't know if we can. I'll double check, but... Alright, cool. Thank you, Mr. Minister. There's also on our... It never really comes up anymore, but technically in the lower right-hand corner is where the follower/subscriber notification pops up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Spinda?
Spinda or a Mario Star, depending on what it is. But yeah, for the most part, Spinda for followers. So that one's, like, important.
Well, those kind of pop-ups usually are, yeah, good to just keep up.
Because
they rarely
I
happen, at
can't
least for
fuck
us.
with the dimensions of the game, right?
Besides, like, scaling up or down.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, scaling up and down doesn't
Yeah.
fuck with dimensions. It just fucks with size.
Yeah.
So, and then we don't have face cam, which that's what, you know, the bottom right hand or the bottom left is technically associated with, is a future face cam if I ever decide to do that. But I don't have one yet, so it seems like a bunch of wasted space. Like, I still want to keep this, but only when we have, like, an active chat, you know?
Yeah.
No, I don't have enough Sky stories for you, sir. I'm sorry. Do I have anything to turn in? I could turn in ministry stamp permits. Saba's too
But we
far
need
behind.
that.
She can't stop me.
No, but we need that. I'm still watching on Discord as well.
Oh.
Yeah, thanks.
Failure. Did I get anybody?
But we got 10
I
out
got
of
4
10.
crew. Yeah. Oh, it just cost a lot more. That's all.
We should fix our ship.
That's a good point. Repair. Repair.
Partially in full.
That's so weird, but it's 3 sovereigns per point of hull lost. But this one is just 30 for 10. Oh, this is full. You can't select. This is doing it in increments of 10.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm just going to do the 60. Because why not? I know we're down to 513, but still. Okay, so we got some of that. Now, let's take a minute and see if there's anything. Yeah, so we cannot put our ministry stamp permits in here, unfortunately.
Ah, bummer.
It has to be what's in the hold. So, we're still really far away from acquiring any of these. So that's not happening. Dominance augmentations. So this is the machine.
100.
So this is the machine gun cannon. It'll shoot multiple. Cozy cabins allows for more crew. Shield plating is plus 10 armor, which is expensive. A saying. We've been seeing a lot of that. These are the ones where it's just like a weird building floating out in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of lights on.
Oh. I mean, is there anything else we need to make sure we get before we also buy any of these
What
stuff?
I was thinking was that whatever we buy, whatever we have left over, I'll buy fuel and supplies.
Or are you sure you didn't want to buy fuel and supplies first?
No, because we don't have a lot. We're already at like half capacity for the hold. And we can't get a better engine because we have the shivering Jimmy right now, which is 500.
Mm-hmm.
So we could do a saying. What's the worst that could happen? We die.
Yep.
But we just fixed our hull.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be fine. I'm gonna buy this.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna go to the Springfield Market or whatever. Buy 1, 2. Can I fit another one? I could.
Oh man, we're gonna have no months. I don't know what our plan is after this. In our next whatever we play this.
Well, obviously our next plan is that we're going to go out and get 2 more port reports. Like, remember, so on this one, the guy who died in floating parliament, he's the governor of here, of the Warbury Mare. So we can go down here. Actually, I don't know. We might need to pay to get in. Now I think about it, but I mean that's an option in theory.
Can we go right below the parliament? Because I know that's a Brabazon.
The work world.
Yeah.
We could try, but last time we were
there?
here, we couldn't get a port report.
What is the thing right? Is it the same?
This is the transit relay.
Symbol. Yeah, the transit relay.
That's to get back to the reach.
Between is the name of that port.
So what we could do next time we play, we could go to the Serene Mausoleum for a port report. And then I don't really want to explore this area.
Yeah.
Because this entire area is clearly like bad news. So I don't really want to do that. But I do want to try to go down here. We'll see. And if that doesn't work, like if this ends up not being great, we could go to Perdance and then come back up to London with our 2 port reports, i.e. the Mausoleum and Perdance.
Perdance in this run through?
Yes, but you get port reports every day. Like in-game day.
I didn't know that.
So you remember in Sunless Sea when you spent time out on the ocean, every once in a while a little lantern would pop up in your logbook?
I think so.
That lantern was the metaphysical representation of a day passing in Sunless Sea, and so you had to wait for that lantern to show up. Essentially it was a way to force you to spend fuel and supplies in order to make progress. So you could do that. So essentially, if you wanted to keep doing daily tasks in one port, you could just leave, go in a circle for a bit until the light dinged on your logbook, and then come back. In this game, it is now a combination of 2 different things. Either you have to spend half an hour in-game to get a day to tick by, or for every point of fuel, I believe, or every point of fuel and every point of supplies, it reduces that timer by a minute, I believe.
Good to know.
So
okay, well that's good. That means
so a day should definitely a day should definitely have passed by the time we do this. So that'll be our plan. We'll do the Mausoleum, check Warbury, and if we can get the port report, excellent. If we can't, we'll make our way to Perdance and then come back up to London. The only problem is that we might have to deal with that urchin again, but what are we gonna do? Can't not deal with it. So yeah.
But I think that means we stop here.
Save and exit.
Very nice.
Cool. I will end stream here, and then we'll talk about what we're gonna be playing.
Okay, no more overlay questions.
Oh, I mean, do you want to talk about the overlay still for a little bit?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I still don't really know what to do with it. I could make it so that way it was... So right now there are 3 borders to it, right? There's the top, the bottom, and then the left, which is where chat goes. I could make it without fucking up the dimensions of the actual gameplay window. I could make it so that way it only had a top and a left, and then the game would be bigger on the middle of the screen.
I think that yeah, because you're just trying to maybe get rid of, if you think, the least needed element here.
Well, because let me give you an example, because I could just do this on stream real quick. But so that element that has the game in it right now is just a nested scene called simple video or simple game feed. I'm gonna copy and paste it by reference. Now there should be two. Now if I fuck with one, do I fuck with both? Shouldn't. I don't think. Edit transform. Let me see. You should see it slowly creeping up. Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Okay, so it appears as if I'm able to manipulate one of these copies without fucking with the other one, so I'm going to turn the other one off. Right. So I could do, like that would be full screen, right?
Yeah.
I could do, like
you could just, like, kind of...
You see what I mean? And then, like,
yeah, that...
and then there would just be the top border, and then a little border on the side. Imagine I got rid of the face blasts. Imagine I got rid of chat.
Like, you could even, like, kind of compact chat as well.
Like, chat would be too small to see. If I were to compact chat into that tiny space, every single, like, it would either be too...
Not that small. No, I know what you're saying. I'm thinking, like, I wonder how, because it's dependent on the game, like, how much impact it would have, like, if the chat was on top of the game. Because if it's going to be blank, right, for the most part, until we actually get someone, you could probably just leave it on there and have it be over the game.
I suppose and so. That's not necessarily the worst idea ever.
Some people I've seen do that.
Would there... I mean, obviously it makes me feel a little nauseous, but so, like, if we had it full screen, we would get rid of the title. But then what would we do at the, what would we do? I still want the socials there.
I mean, you could do this, like I said, but just kind of make the thing a little smaller and remove the face blast, and then
let me go to the chat section. Like, tick that off and get rid of that. Something like that, kind of. Let me get rid of let me do.
Like, I would say you can even keep a little bit of the opaqueness that you had before.
The chat background, like this?
Yeah, just like a very faint difference. Yeah,
but
like that, or like you can even reduce it so it's just like very faint.
Yeah, but
and stretch it to the bottom.
But you see what I mean? Where it's like it feels bad having like I don't know. I don't like fucking with the actual game perspective. Just kind of like a person, just because it just as like a personal thing.
What you could do is you could get rid of the black part, and kind of you could do full screen while getting rid of the Sunless Sky's name, and then where the top of the chat would be, if it's like, and you can move this stuff around, right? So you don't have to lock this into place. Like you can put the little social part at the top of where like the chat would be.
Okay. Let me just personify that for a second, or manifest that, so I can overlay banners. Let me copy, paste, duplicate. Oh God, it's so big. Please ignore the giant. Please ignore the giant socials on your screen. So like this, and just be like.
Hey, do you like Oppo Token?
Yeah,
well, you can check him out at...
Yeah, that should be the stream. The stream should just be
No, like what I would do, make it
should be like this.
smaller. No, you should make it okay. What you could do is I would probably yeah, 100%. You know when you do overlay, Zach, when you put like the cat or whatever overlay, you could just have this in the middle going.
Oh, I mean, I guess, but I kind of wanted it to have it on all footage, right?
No, you can. I'm just saying that'd be also pretty funny. But what I would do is you could actually make this smaller, and if you remove the follow us, you can focus and center like the bigger text, so it's easier to see.
Yeah, but that's not where I made. That's not why I made that, right?
No, but like the follow us and stuff, because it's like even us saying like Twitter, right? Because you have this symbol, right? People I think should already be able to make the connection, so you could get rid of that little extra.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't necessarily disagree, but like the reason I have that there is because I need the tinyurl.com/stuff.
Yeah, that one.
So to keep it consistent across all of them, they all have a small line and then a big line.
That's true. Okay, well let's try to then scale this to a good size.
I'm doing a thing real quick. Test. Mostly as a joke.
I love good jokes.
It's the ghost of social media.
Oh my god.
Anyway, let me turn that off, and we'll do this for real. But yeah. So the thing is that unlike the text chat, like if I wanted it to be that right there is the width of the text. Is that not? Oh, that's not like terribly small. It's not
But
great.
plus, you could just have the top a little bit bigger anyway. You don't need to like match up the sizes.
I'm gonna go out and say I don't like the full screen part.
Okay.
Like I like
that changes things.
Yeah. I just don't like it being full screen. It just I don't like having things in front of the game. I feel like that's almost disrespectful to the game in some way. So I'm gonna remove this. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, the whole point of this scene is making it so that way chat won't be there. Right?
If you wanted to remove chat, because normally chat's not that big of a deal unless people actually start chatting.
Yeah. So what I was thinking, so what I'll do is there'll be advanced scene with chat and then advanced scene without chat. This one is a mock-up of what advanced scene without chat would look like. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Let me put everything back on real quick. Chat. Ta-da! And just like that, everything's back to normal. Alright. I'll probably end up doing something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'll figure out something to do with the left-hand side. Just the big empty area. Maybe I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll put it along the bottom. I don't know. I can't think of anything. But anyway. Cool. So that was stream. We'll end stream here, and then we still need to discuss. So, hang around. Good night, stream.